Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim, and if you're new, welcome. And for my current subscribers, thank you very much for subscribing. I appreciate each and every one of you. And for the people that are just watching or haven't subscribed yet, what you waiting for? Seriously. I know it's been a little over 3 weeks ago since I made a video. Whew, a lot has happened since then. I've had kidney stones, I've had oral surgery, I've had interstitial cystitis for a few things. So it's been very rough, but I am back, baby. Okay, so my fibromyalgia. Let's start there, shall we? Today, rough day. Not so bad, but rough day. The fibromyalgia pain was a little bit, but for the most part, since I started taking consistently the CBD oil from CBD Distillery, or CB Distillery, this is the big daddy. This is the strongest they have right now, and you could tell. Like, I take the crap out of the stuff. Look where it's at. And then this is a new bottle. And it's the Moringa. It's a potent anti-inflammatory. Now, we know the fibromyalgia is not an inflammatory process, but everything else that goes with it is. So, but this also helps with the fibromyalgia pain. And the oil bottles, it's very hard to get a meter dose. And it leaks a little bit, but, I mean, you could tell I take it. And, I take the capsules. So, you know, there's 36 antioxidants in it. I mean, the stuff is good. Okay, so today is, what is the date today? Okay, well, it's May 6th. So that means 65 days since an opiate has been in my body. Since I've taken an opiate. Now, I did have oral surgery, and I'm really upset with them because they put fentanyl in my IV. They gave me a little fentanyl for pain while I was asleep, I guess because I was crying in pain. So, you know, but I never took an opiate afterwards. And let me tell you, I had to have 3 teeth cut out with stitches, and it was extremely painful. And it wasn't until I started using that Moringa oil and really swishing it in my mouth that it started to heal quickly. Like I said, I did not use any opiates to get me through the pain. I sucked it up, buttercup. Or my kidney stones. The only thing I was on was Flomax, which dilates the ureters so it's easier to pass. Antibiotics. And pyridium, which is for burning pain, because the bladder was going on. When you get kidney stones, sometimes the bladder becomes inflamed and infected at the same time. So I passed kidney stones without any pain medicine, like opiates. Yeah, I had to eat some THC gummies, not gonna lie, and that stuff. So I consider that a success, and I consider my oral surgery a success, even though they knew that I didn't want any opiates. So it must have been bad. Maybe I was in pain and moving and trying to get away from, I don't know. Because, they put you on Versed. And, well, I guess they didn't put me to sleep, but they gave me a lot of Versed. And, that makes you forget. So I don't know exactly what happened. But I can tell you that I wasn't happy. I mean, they could have given me nitrous, Just saying. So that's what's been going on with me. And then there's a lot of changes going on my property. Like you see my headboard. This is very short-lived. Like, I'm almost done shooting from this position. And then soon I'm going to be shooting from a different location because I'm in the middle of finishing purchasing a, what's it called? A fifth wheel camper, whatever. And it's pretty big, and I'm going to be shooting from there. And the reason why I like it is it's got a big kitchen, and that's where I'm going to be making my products. And I'll be there won't be all this external noises going on or anything when I shoot my videos. I'm going to be shooting from outside quite a bit. But I just wanted you guys to know, because I just disappeared in 3 weeks. It's like, I do care about this channel very much. I care about all of you. And I care about finding the very best treatments for fibromyalgia that I can. Now, what works for me may not work for you. I'm not a doctor, not a nurse, not a nurse practitioner. I'm not a physician's assistant. I'm just me. Somebody that has been suffering from fibromyalgia for a very long time. That makes me the very best expert for me, because I am proactive in my treatment plan, my care plans, whatever. And I think it's very important that you advocate for yourself, that you inform yourself, that you become the very best expert on it that you can. A lot of treatment options out there. Some are expensive, some are not. I mean, I think that the very best treatment that you could get would be stem cell therapy. And I mean, like, Ozzy Osbourne flew to Puerto Rico to get hit. No, wait a minute. It wasn't Puerto Rico. Where was it? Maybe it was Panama. Anyways, to get stem cell therapy. And it's working on him for his things that are neurological. Now, fibromyalgia is known to be a neurological disease. So, I would love to get stem cell therapy, but I don't know what the cost is. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not $100,000 heir. Hell, today I'm not a $10. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not an $11 heir. I have a $10 bill. So, maybe insurance pays for it for certain things. I don't know. Because I know people that they have insurance and they can't even get chemotherapy like they should. They're supposed to get it once a week or something. I don't know. I forget. Anyways, the insurance company says no, they only need it every 3 weeks. Since when did you become an expert? This makes me so mad about insurance companies. You go to an expert in the field and they say X, Y, and Z because they treat thousands of patients with the same thing and they get good results with X, Y, or Z. Insurance company says, no, you don't need that. When did they become your expert? Because they don't want to pay for it. That's the problem. Cancer is very expensive. Very, very, very expensive. So, yeah. So, you know, you do what you can do and go from there. Now there's another treatment. It's called Rick Simpson oil. I strongly urge you to Google it. And there's the on YouTube. You can find it anywhere, but on YouTube it's Cannabis Health Radio. It's just podcast, so there's no video. But and there's like you just go through the list of stuff they have. I mean, it's amazing. And that's the next thing I want to look at is the Rick Simpson oil. Yes, it's made with marijuana. And so if you live in a state where it's legal, well, what are you waiting on? Surely people have heard of it. If not, here you go. So if you live in that area where marijuana is legal, I would suggest definitely you people specifically Google Rick Simpson oil and give it a try. I would suggest that you Google or YouTube Cannabis Health Radio and look at some of their stories and listen to them, from their thumbnails or whatever, and listen to them because some of these stories are amazing. And they're more than just anecdotal. There's some science in it because, you start on these, you have this condition, whatever it may be, and you've tried all kinds of treatments and it don't go away, and then you try Rick Simpson oil, and all of a sudden your blood work changes. Why? My blood work has changed from the Moringa. I mean, my SID rate is like way down. It's half of what it used to be. That's a big deal. When you have you have cancer cells in your body, and when you have inflammation in your body, you make it the prime breeding ground for cancer. I mean, it's just the way it is. So do everything you can, your foods, what you put in your body, vitamin-wise and whatever, minerals, you got to take care of yourself. And what was the other thing? Listen, if you're having problems with your colds, if you're having problems with your okay, listen. Number one, the Plaquenil or the hydroxychloroquine or whatever, however it's said. First off, when I was in Somalia in 1993, I took it for malaria as a preventative. We took it. Took it every day, the 200 milligrams. Then I get RA Sjogren's, and they put me on that. And the first month I took it, I just won't take it anymore because it smells like chemicals, and I'm trying to get away from Big Pharma. But listen, if you have COVID-19, don't be afraid to take it. This stuff's been around for 65 years. So they're saying around the world that they're having big, big, big positive results from it. From taking in combination with that, the Z-Pak, the zithromycin, and from taking zinc. Now, zinc is great, like if you have a cold, coronavirus, right? Number 1, 2, and 3, I think. And it binds to the cells, and it makes it hard for them to reproduce. So you get over it faster. So if during this time you should be on zinc or anyway, right? It help for preventative. Vitamin C. You should be out in the sunshine. You should be getting fresh air. If you have an apartment, you have a balcony, go sit on it if you're, on lockdown, right? Go for a walk. You can not have to be around people. Go for a bike ride, go for a run. If you have access to a pool, go for a swim. You need sunshine, you need fresh air. And you need that just for your mental well-being, right? Because lockdown is like, oh my gosh, I'm in prison, right? Now listen, I'm not diminishing what prisoners go through, but this is what it feels like, right? I mean, where I live, we can get out and about. Now, it's in places where it's hot zones, hot spots. There is none of that. So these are the people that I'm mostly talking about. And I think that, it's a good time to, I'm going to paint I'm in the middle. I had to paint my bedroom and change it around and get it completely redone. Ordered new bedding, and now I'm working outside, getting my garden ready. We planted cucumber seeds 2 days ago. So I'm excited for that. Next, I'm going to plant my zucchini seeds because the seeds I'm not too worried about yet. It's still a little cold here. It was warm. It was in the 80s, or it got to 80, and then now it's 44 today. People with fibromyalgia, that's like an arthritis, But luckily, I didn't have that much of a problem. Anyways, so we've been outside. Actually, on one of the days that it was 80 degrees, I bent over, was doing something in my pond, and I tripped and I fell and it landed on my butt in the shallow end at the beach end. So I'm like, well, I'm already in here. So I sat down and continued sitting down, and I started, because we got some cattails, I'm pulling them, pulling this, doing that, doing pond maintenance, right? And then I went for a swim. And it felt refreshing. So I'm excited about that. Because in the summer I swim 2-3 times a day and I lose weight. During this lockdown, I've gained weight. Right? So I got to get on that, and I'm going to include you in that because it's important. I was down to 195 and now I'm 218. So I've gained 23 pounds in lockdown. There's no excuse. I've just been eating. It's a psychological... I don't know. I know better than this, but it is what it is. So I'm getting back on that track. By the way, I'm going to admit to something that I'm ashamed of. I've smoked since I was 16. I'm still smoking. But I went on Chantix. I have 6 days left of this one box. And I'm down to like 2 cigarettes a day, or 3 maybe at the most. And then I've got the next box because the last time when I did it, I quit smoking, but I didn't go the next box, and I need that time, without smoking, with it helping. These boxes cost $500. A lot of insurance companies will not pay for them. I have TRICARE and Medicare. My TRICARE from the military, TRICARE for life, pays for, my prescriptions, and they refuse. But the VA sent it to me for free. So there we go. So I'm quitting smoking. I'm helping my fibromyalgia. As soon as the gyms open up, I'm going to be there. And I'm starting to eat better. I started meal prepping again. My daughter, I took a bunch of veggies and shrimp to her house, and she cooked it, and they're in 4 containers, and they're in my deep freezer. And I gotta kind of pull them out and put them together as meals, and then eat them from there. So, you know, protein, when you're having problems, protein is very important because it helps you repair any damage or whatever you're having. So just remember that. So I'm going on this journey, that journey, this journey, that journey, and I'm telling you, like 2020 has been a horrible year for everybody, but I'm making it the best year for me to get healthy because God knows what's in store next, right? And then the day I planted the seeds, listen, I burned my garden. I helped plant seeds. I was push mowing. Boy, in an area. No, I've got a riding mower. We got almost 6 acres. But in an area, I was push mowing. I have no stamina, and I have no upper body strength. So I got to get on that, and that's where the gym's going to come in. And a lot of remodeling stuff. I got to build a cement pad out there for that fifth wheel to go on. Dig a trench for the electricity and the water. A lot of work to do. But I'm up for the challenge. I'm positive. I'm sick of the negative self-talk. And I'm going to go positive. By the way, do you notice my hair is dark brown? It's quite different. And as soon as Sally's opens up, I'm going to get some stuff and my daughter's going to highlight my hair. So, oops, see there's a piece I need to cut off right there. I cut my own hair, by the way, in lockdown. There we go. I cut my own hair in lockdown. Wouldn't suggest it, but I did it. I mean, if you feel confident, go for it. I pulled it back, I put it in a ponytail, and right at the end of the ponytail, I went ch-ch-ch-ch. And then there were a few long ends, and I snipped them. I don't look too bad. I'm not afraid to go out in public. I do plan to get a professional haircut once this is all done. But, okay, so, to recap, my fibromyalgia is great. My SED rate's good. Life is good. I'm alive. If you're watching this, you're alive. And if you've been affected by COVID-19 or lost somebody, I am truly sorry. I'm never making light of the situation because this has been a horrific ride, and the financial despair. Lord have mercy. I'm doing okay, but I get a check every month. 2 checks every month. And my sister's working. So our family's doing okay, but there's so many that aren't. You know, my nephew had the COVID-19. And he was very sick for like a little over a week, but he's so much better. He lives next door to me. And he's just a little guy. He's only 6. So, and by the way, they're saying that there's problems with the kids getting inflammation in their vascular system and Kawasaki's. So, take care of your kids. Like, you know. And so many of you are not used to homeschooling your children. And I'm sorry for that. That's rough. My daughter homeschools my grandkids, and I'm happy about that. But for the people that normally have their kids going to school, and now they're homeschooling, I'm sorry. So, anyways, I'm going to end this on this note. It's been almost 25 minutes. I haven't talked to y'all for such a long time. I've missed you. So, just know this channel is very important to me. And I'm going to be bringing good content. But for now, stay well, my friends. Stay safe. Take all the precautions you can. Don't be neurotic about it. Just be safe. And until next time, bye.